Okay. Good afternoon, guys. This is the continuous of my lecture in Introduction to Criminology. Ito na yung part 3. Kasi para mabuo yung 3 hours kada subject. To start with logomacy. A statement that we would have no crime if we have no criminal law, and we can eliminate crimes by merely abolishing criminal law. Diyan na pumapasok natin yung maxim natin na nullum crimen nulla pena sine lege. Kung Englishin, sa English word, there's no crime when there's no law punishing such crime. Meron tayong early codes, diba? Early codes na sinusunod dati, diba? Which have been extended to and adopted by all countries aside from those that produced them. In their chronological order, they are the Roman, the Mohammedan, the Arabic, and the Anglo-American laws. Among the three, it was Roman law that was the most lasting and most pervading influence. The Roman private law, which include criminal law, especially as offered the most adequate basic concept with sharply defined, concise and inconsistent terminology, mature rules and complete system, logical and firm, tempered with a high sense of equity. Ito na yung mga under ng Babylonian and Sumerian codes. Nandiyan na yung Code of Hammurabi, diba? Nandiyan na yung katagang eye for an eye and tooth for an tooth, diba? Mata sa mata, ngipin sa ngipin. Kung anong ginawa mo sa kapwa mo na kriminalidad, ganoon din ang gagawin sa'yo. Nagnakaw ka, nakawang ka din, uwaan ka din ng compensation. Kasi laki ng kung gaano kalaki yung ninakaw mo. Pumatay ka, papatayin ka din, diba? Nanunog ka, susunugin ka din. Ganun yun. Kumbaga, Code of Hammurabi, kumbaga retributive system dito. Sa Code of Ur-Nammu naman, it is known as the oldest law code surviving today. It is from Mesopotamia. It is written on tablets in the Sumerian language. Number 2, Roman and Greek codes, Justinian Code. 60 AD, Emperor Justinian of Rome wrote his Code of Law, an effort to match desirable amount of punishment to all possible crimes. However, the law did not survive due to fall of Roman Empire, but left a foundation of Western legal codes. The 12 tables are represented earliest codification of Roman law incorporated into Justinian Code. This foundation of all public and private law of the Romans until the time of Justinian. It also a collection of legal principles engraved on metal tablets and set up on the forum. Greek Code of Draco. In Greece, the Code of Draco, a harsh code that provides the same punishment for both citizen and slave as it incorporates primitive concept. Ito, Burgundian Code. The Burgundian Code is specified punishment according to the social class of offenders, dividing them into nobles, middle class, lower class, and specifying the value of the life of each person according to the social status. Diba, kumbaga according to your social status, yung punishment na ibibigay sa'yo dito sa Burgundian. Sa early codes naman, sa Philippine setting, the Philippines is one of the many countries that came under the influence of Roman law. History has shown that Roman Empire reached its greatest extent to most confidential Europe, such as Spain, Portugal, French, and all of Central Europe. Eventually, the Spanish Civil Code became effective in the Philippines on December 7, 1889. The Conquistadores and the Código Penal. The RPC Code today, 1930, was introduced by the Spaniards, promulgated by the King of Spain. Diba? Yung RPC natin, promulgated by King of Spain pala yan. Galing. Grabe yung talino. Basically, these laws adopted the Roman law principle. Code of Polanchao, promulgated in 1433. The most extensive and severe law that prescribe harsh punishment. Ano yung mga harsh punishment niya? Beheading. Basta yung physical torture, di ba? Mga ganyan. O balik tayo sa sa Maragtas Law. Diba? By Dato, si Dato Sumakwel pa lang gumawa ng Maragtas Code. Ito na. Kung anong ginagamit natin ngayon, criminal law. Criminal law, branch or division of law which defines crime, threats of their nature, and provides for their punishment. Sources of criminal law, common law, body of customs, practices, tradition, and precedents develop over time without formal legislative process. Kumbaga yung common law, ito yung nabuo sa pamamagitan ng mga paniniwala, mga ginagawa, mga nakasanayan, mga kinaugalian, diba? Without the intervention or the power of legislative process. Meron tayong divine law, natural law, and moral law. Sa number 2 naman, diyan na pumapasok yung statutory law natin na sinasabing laws are developed through formal legislative process. Kumbaga, yan, mga Congress gumagawa ng batas. Nakakapagod lang. Sa stages in the execution of a crime naman, meron tayong attempted stage. A stage in the execution of a crime where the offender commences commission of a felony directly by overt acts and does not perform all the acts of execution which should produce the felony by reason or some cause or accident under his spontaneous resistance. Yung attempted stage or tinatawag na objective page, which is nasa isip pa lang niya ng isang tao, diba? Noong umpisa na ng offender yung paggawa ng felony, diba, by overt acts, but hindi niya na-perform lahat yun, diba? Dahil nga may mga some causes other than his spontaneous resistance. Halimbawa si A, babaralin niya na si B. Meron accident or spontaneous resistance. May nag-desist para ma-perform niya yung act na yun, which is yung pagbaril. Ayun tinatawag na attempted stage. Diba? Meron din tayong kino-consider na attempted stage. Once na binaril mo natin ng isang tao, binaril mo yung isang tao, pero nag-result yun as his fatal, diba? Nag-result yun sa fatal, binaril ko siya fatal, kasi hindi siya namatay. It is attempted, diba? Mag-matters pa rin yun kung ano yung intent ko, kung babarilin ko lang ba siya, diba? Kung gusto ko talaga siyang patayin. Kung gusto ko siyang patayin, tapos nabuhay talaga siya, proceeded ako. Kung gusto ko siya attempted stage. Kumbaga dito, sa attempted, na-perform mo na, naumpisahan mo na, pero hindi mo na-perform yung hindi mo na gawa yung pinaka-way yung pinaka-action para mapatay yung isang tao. Kaya na-fall lang siya sa attempted. Sa prostrated naman, a stage in the execution of the crime when the offenders to perform the execution which should produce the felony as a consequence but which, nevertheless, do not produce it due to some cause independent of the will of the perpetrator. Ito naman yung offender na perform niya lahat. Nabaril niya, bumulag tayong victim, di ba? However, hindi alam ng perpetrator na buhay pa pala yung tao na yun, na binaril niya. Pumunta sa hospital, nabuhay, di ba? Through the medication of the doctors therein sa hospital. Kaya nabuo ang prostrated stage. Diba? Kumbaga kumbaga ito, which should produce the felony as a consequence, diba? But nevertheless, do not produce due to some cause independent of the will of the perpetrator. Pumunta siya sa hospital ayun yung independent will niya para mabuhay siya. Kaya nag-result sa prostrated stage. Consummated stage. A stage in the execution of the crime where all the elements necessary for execution and accomplishment are present. Dito naman sa consummated stage, di ba? Lahat nagawa niya. Naumpisa niya, na-perform niya lahat at walang in short, walang spontaneous desistance, walang independent of will of the perpetrator para mabuhay uli yung biktima. Kumbaga dito, yung biktima rito nabaril, binaril o pinatay, namatay. Diba? Wala nang intervention ng mga doktor, wala nang intervention ng sarili niya para pumasok talaga sa consummated stage. Sa legal classification of crimes naman tayo. According to law violated, pag sinabi natin felony, acts and omission that violates the revised penal code or the criminal law, misdemeanor or infraction, acts and omission which violate the city or municipal ordinance. Ano ba yung mga felony natin? RPC natin yan. Diba? Felony or delitos. Delito compuesto. Misdemeanor or infraction, acts and omission which violate the city or municipal ordinance. Pag sinabi natin acts, diba? Ayun yung any bodily movement and we produce to some external world. Pag omission naman, you are obliged to do, but you did not do. You did not do something at all para ma-prevent yung crime, which violate the city o municipal ordinance. Halimbawa yan sa omission, yung magbabayad ng taxes, diba? Sa acts naman, ayun yung mga pagpatay, pagnanakaw, diba? Offense, acts and omission which violates penal law. Ayan naman, yung mga Republic Act na, Presidential Decree, Executive Order. Ayan. Acts and omission other than RPC. Acts or omission violated other than RPC and infraction. Ayan yung tinatawag na offense. Okay, nandito na tayo sa according to the manner of committing crime by means of dolo or deceit, deliberate intent, freedom or voluntariness, intelligence and intent. Diba? Kumbaga dito may intensyon, may talino, ginamitan ng talino. Diba? at may pagkukusang loob, voluntariness. Forbearance of culpa or fault naman, unintentional, lack of foresight, skill, negligence, and imprudence. Ibig sabihin, hindi mo sinasadya, lack of foresight, deficiency of act, diba? Skill, negligence, kapabayaan, diba? And imprudence. Classification of crimes according to the stage of the commission. Nandiyan na yung formal crimes. Diba? The crimes which are consummated in one instant or by a single act. Ibig sabihin nito, hindi na requires na magkaroon ng attempted, frustrated, consummated stage. Diba? At hindi. Not usually na magkaroon ng consummated stage. Ito na talaga yung totally na isang akto lang, meron na agad consummated. Consummated na agad. Halimbawa yan, yung mga libel, yan, slander. Material crimes naman, crimes which necessitates the three stage of execution. Nandiyan na papasok ang attempted stage, frustrated stage, consummated stage. Okay, let's proceed to the classification of crime according to its plurality. Simple crime. A single act which constitutes only one offense. Kumbaga simple, tama lang. Theft, ayun yung mga theft, simple crime. Ano pa ba? Mga simple crime natin. Mga simple lang. Complex crime. When a single act constitutes two or more grave felonies. Compound. When an offense is necessary means to commit the other. Ayun yung complex crime proper. Okay, pag sinabi po natin compound crime, di ba? When a single act constitutes two or more less grave or grave felony. Ibig sabihin, isang akto ng isang tao na magpo-produce, di ba, ng two or more less grave or grave felony. Diba? Typical example, bomba. Diba? Ito for example, meron akong galit sa pamilya nila. Sa pamilya ng, halimbawa, sa pamilya ng Anoshueto family. Kung nari may galit ako sa kanila. Dahil nga sa conflicts na pinagdaanan namin ng pamilya na yun. May conflicts between us. Ang nangyari, due to my anger, due to my grudges, dahil sa ginawa nila sa akin, binala ko na pasabugan yung bahay nila. Which is nag-cause sa pagkamatay ng pamilya nila. 3 namatay, 4 namatay. Diba? That's the typical example. One act, inigisa ko ng granada. Single act, inigisa ko ng granada. The result constitutes two or more less grave felony or felony. Maraming namatay, reclusion temporal, reclusion perpetua. Okay. Dito naman tayo sa complex crime proper or when an offense is necessary means for committing the other. Ibig sabihin, may specific crime na dapat akong i-commit bago makomit ko yung pinaka-desired ako talaga. Halimbawa, gusto ko estafa. Diba? Unang ginawa ko muna, nag-falsify muna ako ng document. Diyan na papasok ang estafa through falsification. Pre.
Wala kang video lang mismo.
Tapos mag-isend na lang ako ng PPT kay ma'am. Pwede daw yun.
Sabi niya?
Ganun ginawa nila eh.
Yan, record ako. Natapos ko na, pag-save ko ayaw.
Maano kasi yung gig, pre? Yung gigabytes, masyadong mabigat.
Hindi nga nag-save yung sa akin.
Okay lang. Gawin na lang gawin mo, pre. Okay. Interrupt tayo ni ma'am. Nagtanong. Sa classification of crimes according to its result naman, it is acquisitive. Meron tayong it's according to its result. Acquisitive. Diba? When the offender acquires something as a consequence of his criminal act, ibig sabihin, ano yung criminal act niya? Diba? Na kung saan makakagay siya ng something. Pwede rin estafa, pwede rin murder, pwede rin robbery, diba? Basta nakaka-acquire siya, diba? Diyan din naman papasok ang extinctive crime. Sinasabi sa extinctive crime, when the end result of a criminal act is destructive. Diyan na papasok ang arson. Diyan na papasok ang malicious mischief. The other one is classification of crimes according to the period of commission. Seasonal crimes. Seasonal crimes are those crimes committed only during a certain period of crime of the year. Halimbawa, typical example natin dyan yung pagboto sa botohan election, vote buying yan. That's situational crime naman, those committed only when given the situation or when the opportunity arises. Ayan na. Tuwing may budget tayo sa gobyerno, tuwing may binibigyan ng gobyerno, may opportunity yung mga nasa barangay, yung mga nasa other branches ng government na yung binibigyan ng pera sa kanila, sa sarili nila. Diba? Opportunity nila yun na sa kanila muna dumaan bago kung i-distribute ba nila na maayos sa community o hindi. Kumbaga yung sitwasyon, pandawar is situational crime, nasa sitwasyon na nila, diba, na dumaan sa kanila yung pera, kaya sila nakakomit yung crime. Pero kung wala naman dumadaan sa kanila pera, wala sila makukorap. Classification of crimes according to the crime commissions. Instant crime. Pag sinabi natin instant crime, those committed in the shortest possible time. Ibig sabihin, sobrang bilis lang ginawa. Sobrang bilis lang pinerform. Diba? Hindi na siya dumaan ng ilang oras, hindi na siya episodial, diba? Hindi na siya episodic. Kumbaga, nangyari ito sa sobrang maikling panahon. Kumbaga, halimbawa, nagnanakaw. Sobrang ikli lang nun, bilis lang nun. Episodial, those committed arises undertaken at a lengthy space of time. Complex crime, yan. Diyan na papasok yung kidnap of ransom. Sige, bukas, pag wala pa rin yan, papatay na namin to. Ganun. Kidnap of ransom. Next one is classification of crimes according to the location of the commission. Diba? Ito naman yung sa location ng commission. Static crimes, those committed in one place only. Halimbawa, si A, nasa Kabso, or huwag naman sana mangyari sa Kabso. Si A, may binaril sa Kabso. Sa Kabso lang nangyari ang crime, doon niya nang binaril. Static crime. Continuing crime, those that can be committed in several places. Diba? O, si Ames, may matinding galit kay B, binaril niya. Nakita niya patay si B? Yes, after pagkakita niya patay kay B, nilagay niya sa kotse, sa truck nila. Pinagsasaksak pa. Diba? Pinagbabaril pa doon. Iniwa pa yung ulo. Yung ulo nilagay sa bakoor. hanggang makapunta ng kawit. Nangyayari siya sa iba't ibang lugar, several places. 3 or 5 yan pag several places. Classification of crimes according to mental faculties. Rational crimes. Those committed in the possession of sanity. Sinabing rational, possession of sanity, ibig sabihin nasa mukhang nawiwi niya yung tama at mali at yung ginagawa niya. Sa irrational crimes naman, those committed by person who do not know the nature of the quality of their acts. Kumbaga ito, parang di niya nawiwi yung nature and quality of their acts. Diba? Kawawa naman. Parang may mga saltik. Ayun yan. Yung mga saltik yung irrational. Di niya nakakalculate yung cause and cons ng mga action niya. Classification of crimes according to the type of offenders. White collar crimes. Pag sinabi natin white collar crimes, those committed by person in the higher or upper socio-economic status. Diyan na pumapasok yung mga political offender, diba? By reason of his position or authority, nakakapag-corrupt sila, diba? Nakakapagpalabas sila ng mga maling balita, diba? Pinapaikot na lang yung system, diba? Yung mga nasa sakupan nila. Blue collar crimes, those committed by ordinary person. Ayan, theft. Ayan yung pinaka-ano yan. Para makasurvive na sa araw-araw na pamumuhay. Blue collar crimes and white collar crimes. Dito naman tayo sa classification of crimes according to the nature of acts prohibited. Sa Malainse naman, crimes that are evil or wrong in itself. Ayun yung mga murder, homicide, rape. Dami pang iba, pananakot. Malainse yan eh. Pagsusunog, arson. Baka po natin gagawin yung mga bagay na yun, bad yan. Malaprohibita. These are crimes that are considered illegal because laws defines them as such. Ibig sabihin, naging masama lang kasi pinagbabawal ng batas. Simple as that. Diba? Bawal. Bawal naka-helmet. Bawal walang helmet. Mas malaprohibita. Pinagbabawal na walang helmet. Kaya naging masama sa batas. Sa mata ng tao. Sa classification of crimes according to the gravity of penalty naman tayo, pag sinabi natin grave penalties, those which attaches capital punishment or applied penalties, diyan na mapapasok ang reclusion perpetua, reclusion temporary. The other one is, ano to yung Article 10 to ng RPC, alam ko eh. Grave penalties, less grave and light. Yung less grave penalties naman, less grave penalties from arresto mayor to prison correctional, including gestiero and suspension. Sinabing gestiero, banishment yan. 25 to 50 kilometers ang pwedeng ilayo ng individual pag nakagawa siya ng sakit sa tao. Diba? Hindi na siya mag-a-appear. Sinabing lugar, kung saan bawal siya papasok, kundi uli siya. Light penalties, infraction of law, or those crimes punishable by arresto manor. Yan yung mga simple theft lang. Mga shoplifting. Lights lang yan, mga beating the red light. Infraction yan. Crimes against national security and the law of nations. Treason. Yung nag-aid ka sa other country, kalaban. Diba? Giving aid and comfort. Espionage, spy. Piracy. Wimerata. Hindi. You are not Ibig sabihin, you are not parang pinatay mo. Parang yung mga piracy. Sa piracy, parang may kinuha kang mga gamit dun sa properties sa barko. Yan, mga spill, piracy. Crimes against the fundamental of the state, arbitrary detention. Ayan mga fundamental natin. O pwede rin pumasok yun ng violation to domicile, mga search. Sa crimes against public morals, gambling and prostitution, public morals pala yan. Crimes against the public officer, bribery, corruption, malversation, bribery, panunuhol, corruption. Yan, ginagawa ng mga ano yan, political yan, mga nasa Congress. Malversation, ngayon yung personal or yung mga yung pera ng taong bayan ginagamit ng isang nasa otoridad para gamitin nyo yun para sa personal na interest niya. Crimes against person, murder and homicide. Murder, diba? Alam natin yung murder with qualifying circumstances yan. Diba? May intent, may cruelty, may ignominy, may consideration of rewards or promises, ransom, may treachery or alibosya. Ayun yung mga ano natin. In night time, crimes against personal liberty and security, kidnapping, exploitation of minors, illegal detention. Crimes against property naman, robbery yan, merong intimidation yan, merong threat, merong force. Sa theft wala. But both had same elements na hindi sa kanila yung gamit at walang consent ang owner. Classification of criminals naman tayo under RPC. Recidivist. Pag sinabi natin recidivist is the one who at the time of his trial for one crime shall have been previously convicted by final judgment of another crime embraced in the same title of RPC. Diba? Ako. Kunyari ako. O, si A, huwag na ako. Si A na lang. Si A. Diba? Dati na siyang convicted sa RPC ng crimes against person. But at 'di ba na punish siya ng ano ng crimes against person dati. But at the time of his trial for one crime again, na-discovered na yung bagong crime na ginawa niya ay crimes against person din. Kaya tinatawag natin siyang recidivist. Same title code. Kumbaga, crimes against person, crimes against person. Sa quasi-recidivist naman tayo, is one who commits another crime after having been convicted by final judgment of crime before the beginning serving the same. Dito naman, before beginning to serve the sentence, or while serving the sentence, nakagawa uli siya ng another crime. Sa habitual delinquent naman, is one within the period of 10 years from the date of his release or last conviction of the crimes of serious or less serious physical injury, robbery, estafa, or falsification is found guilty of any of said crimes for the third time of the offender. Dito naman sa in the lapse of 10 years nakagawa ng crime ang isang tao, which is natawag na dyan yung pretzel, diba? Falsification, robbery, estafa, theft, diba? Slight physical injury, less serious physical injury. Ayan. Ayun yung mga nakocommit ng habitual delinquent. Sa retarasyon naman or habituality, when the offender has been previously punished for an offense to which the law attaches an equal or greater penalty or for two crimes which attaches a lighter penalty, previous offense must not be in the same title in the RPC. Halimbawa, ako, dati, nakakommit na ako ng theft. Diba? Pero, halimbawa, nakakommit na ako ng estapa, ng crimes against person. Tapos, after nun, nalaman nila na nakagawa ulit ako. Pero, hindi na sa RPC, sa offense na. Diba? Obstruction of justice. Ayun yung retraction of or habituality. What is the difference between a case is solved, diba, and the case is cleared? Pag sinabi natin na a case is solved when the offender has been identified and there is sufficient evidence to charge him, the offender has been taken into custody, and the offender has been charged before the prosecutor office, or when some elements beyond police officer control prevent the arrest of the offender. When a case is no longer being investigated, is not assigned to the inspector, the case is closed. Pag sinabi naman natin na solved, ayan, may sufficient evidence, nakulong ang isang individual, nalagay sa custody, na-charge before the prosecutor office, diba? Dahil nga may prima facie evidence na yun, kaya naman na-charge siya eh. Diba? Makukonsider naman natin na ang kaso ay closed kapag ang isang krimen ay hindi na inimbestigahan, di ba? At hindi na ito naka-assign sa investigator. Pag sinabi naman natin na case is cleared when at least one of offender has been identified, there is sufficient evidence to charge the suspect, and he has been charged before the prosecutor office. A case considered solved if the culprit was arrested and charged filled in the court. Cases were considered clear, which means that although the suspect was identified or she still as at large. Ibig sabihin ito, nalaman lang, na-identified lang, diba? Na yung nakagawa ng krimen. At meron din namang sapat na ebidensya para i-charge ang suspect. Pero hindi pa rin nahuhuli, hindi pa rin nakukulong. Okay, this is the last part of the TOS. Sorry Ma'am Shelby kung di man naabot to ng 3 hours na sakto. Pero tingin ko, papahabutin ko na lang. Kaya yan. Okay, criminology profession in the Philippines. Registered criminologist refers to a natural person who holds the valid certificate of registration, COR, and updated professional identification card as criminologists issued by the Board of the Commission pursuant to RA number 11131. Republic Act 11131, the Philippine Criminology Profession Act of 2018. Scope of practice: the practice of criminology shall include but not limited to acts or activities performed in line with the practice of profession or occupation of law enforcement administrator, executive, advisor, consultant, officer, investigator, agent or employee in any private or government agencies performing law enforcement and quasi-police function in the Philippine National Police, the National Bureau NBI, the PDEA, the BFP, the BJMP, the Provincial Bureau of Correction, Bureau of Custom, BSP, other government and private banks, the Philippine Postal Corporation, the SEA, the Air Marshals, the VIP Security, Airport, Seaport Police, the National Intelligence Coordination Agency, Coordinating Agency, the Intelligence Service of the Arm of the Philippines, the agencies of the government exercising similar related function in the field national security, public safety, and peace and order. in line with the practice of teaching professions such as those performed by a professor, instructor, or teacher in any university or college or school duly recognized by the government or any of the following professional and component subject: the criminology program, criminal jurisprudence and procedure, criminalistics, law enforcement, administration, crime detection and investigation, correctional administration, diba? And yung mga in line sa teaching profession, criminal sociology and ethics and the technical specialized subjects in the criminology curriculum provided by the SHED. As a technician, examiner, criminalist or specialist in dactyloscopy, question document, deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA, lay detection, firearm identification, forensic photography, forensic chemistry, other scientific crime detection and investigation or forensic science. As a correctional administrator, executive, supervisor, or officer in any rehabilitation, correctional and penal institution or facility and in any community-based correction and rehabilitation agencies or programs. As a counselor, consultant, advisor, or researcher in any government or project agency on any aspect of criminology research or project involving the causes of crime, child in conflict with the law, treatment and correction of person deprived of liberty, police operation, law enforcement administrator, scientific criminal investigation or public safety and national security administration. As a private investigator, administrator, consultant or agent or detective in any private security and investigation agency organized under the laws of the Philippines. The creation and composition of the professional regulatory board for criminologists. A professional regulatory board for criminologists, a collegial body under the administrative supervision and control of the commission, to be composed of a chairperson and 4 members appointed by the President of the Philippines from a list of 3 recommended for each position, chosen and ranked by the commission from a list of 3 nominees for every position, endorsed by the AIPO. Chairperson and 4 members appointed by the President. Ulitin ko, the collegial body under the supervision and control ay kinocompose ng chairperson and 4 members. Ano nga ba yung privileges ng mga registered criminologists, diba? All registered criminologists are exempt from taking any other entrance or qualifying government or civil service examination, and shall be considered civil service eligible to the following government position among other. Diba? Ang dami ditong privileges dactylographer, ballistician, beauty examiner, forensic photographer, polygraph examiner, probation officer, diba? LTO chief probation officer, assistant parole officer, diba? Yung mga pwedeng trabaho ng mga criminologists Special investigator, special agent, investigative agent, intelligence agent, pwede ako mag-intelligence agent. Law enforcement evaluation officer, National Police Commission inspector, administrative body, masyadong mabigat yan. Traffic operation officer, associate graft investigation officer, special police officer, safekeeping officer, sheriff, mga nasa court yan, government security officer, criminal investigator, warden, mga warden sa mga BJMP, reformation officer, firefighter officer 1, fight partner or fire officer 1, fire marshal. Sila yung mga fire marshal, ayun yung mga nag-i-issue ng ng clearance jail jail officer 1, correction officer, and correction technical officer 1 up to rank of superintendent or its equivalent. Police officer up to the rank of police superintendent or its equivalent in other law enforcement, national security, and public safety agencies, and criminal justice administrator. Diba? Ilan yung yung privilege sa criminologist, may mga trabaho ng criminologist? 26. Diba? Ganun kagandang pagiging registered criminologist, ang daming opportunity. The next, preference of appointment in government and criminal justice and other government institutions. Registered criminologists shall enjoy priority appointment and shall not be required to take any qualifying or entrance examination. Po? Kumbaga, ganun yung kataas. Kasi ang tingin nila sa sa registered criminology, may, di ba? Pinapriority daw sila. Sana talaga, pinapriority talaga. Siyempre, di natin alam yung ibang course rin, di ba? May mga office, may mga office work din namin kasi, yung mga criminology po, investigating naman talaga sila. Lateral entry. Pag sinabi natin lateral entry ng registered criminologists who are not in the government service shall be eligible in any given preference for appointment by lateral entry as police, fire, and jail inspector or its equivalents in the PDEA and NBI and other law enforcement agency, provided that they possess the general qualification for appointment as provided in the existing law on appointment of personnel in the PNP, UJMP, BFP, PDEA, NBI, and other agencies, provided further that those who are already in the police, fire, jail, and other government agencies involved in national security, public safety, and criminal justice administration, and non-commissioned officer who are already registered and licensed criminologists shall be given preference for lateral entry. Diba? Kumbaga tayo, pwede rin tayo mag-lateral entry. Mas na tayo. Babalikan lang ako dito hindi na-discuss eh. Balikan ako din. Hindi na-discuss. Naguguluhan ako dito kasi. Wait lang. Dito naman, sa sa wala na ako madidiscuss dito. POS na kasi lahat to eh. Ito sa crime volume. Sinasabi sa crime volume, it is the number of crime incidents committed in the given area over a period of time which include the index and non-index crime. Pag sinabi natin crime volume, ilan daw yung incident na nangyayari within that prime time frame na sinap ng isang police organization, kumbaga sa isang time frame na nakalaan para sa isang kung ilan mabibilang na crime doon, ay yung tinatawag na crime volume. Index crime naman. Index crime are crimes which are serious in nature and which occur with sufficient frequency and regularity such that they can serve an index to serve crime causation. Only the crimes of murder, homicide, physical injury, serious and serious, kidnapping, kasarating, robbery, theft, and rape are considered the index crime. Kumbaga itong index crime na to, ayun yung mga serious in nature. Crime rate. Number of crime incidents in a given period for every 1,000 inhabitants of an area. Kumbaga dito related na yung population nila. 'Di ba? Sa crime rate dapat appropriate 'yan. Pag overpopulation, permis mataas crime rate. Pag kulang sa population, permis yan mababa ang crime rate. Crime solution efficiency. It is a percentage of solved cases out of total number of incidents handled by law enforcement agency for a given period of time. Ibig sabihin, ito yung mga nasolusyonan na, nasolve na cases na, diba? Na hinandle ng mga law enforcement agencies. Crime clearance efficiency. It is a percentage of cleared cases out of total number of crime incidents handled by law enforcement agency for a given period of time. Ito naman, sa clearance efficiency, dito naman, yung percentage na na-cleared cases na. Diba? Kumbaga, na-identify nila, tao, pero hindi na nakulong. There is still in the process of searching or arresting yan. Ano ba hindi ko na dito? Yung parang nalilito din ako, gusto kong itak sa isip. Ito, yung dementia praecox, ba? A collective term of mental disorder that begins shortly after puberty and leads to general period of mental faculties with the corresponding psychological impairment. Parang, ano talaga siya eh? Hindi talaga siya parang mental disorder. Kumbaga, mismo mental disorder talaga siya na nangyayari after puberty stage natin. Diba? Na kung saan pag nagkaroon daw tayo nun, nag-result yun sa general pero mental faculties ng utak natin. At magkakaroon tayo ng psychological impairment pag nangyari sa atin. Ito naman, psychological psychodynamics, study of mental process of criminal inactions. Ano nga ba mental process ng isang magnanakaw? Ano ang mental process ng isang rapist? Zoophila, ito di ko pa ito na ano eh. Yung zoophila ata mga hayop, parang bestiality.